here we go with the Holy Spirit board. I mean, you couldn't make some of these things up. I mean, here is a traditional Ouija board. Here is a lovely traditional Ouija board, and a nice religious person has decided that it's going to be, we think, the creation of a Holy Spirit Ouija board, where there are claims by at least one religious individual that it has reconnected him with God, and God is directly speaking through the Ouija board to, him, and it has reinvigorated his faith. But I'm not quite sure. The article goes through some wonderful things like, well, is it just a game, or is it actually channeling the spirits? But yes, I think I would like to, have my co-host Jason go and collect a little prop that he has got. So Jason, prop us away.
So this is kind of like just a silly little thing, right? This is just a silly little thing, and it's not a product that actually exists, right? Except it does have an Amazon page, which is linked in the article. But not only does it have an Amazon page, you can actually click on add to cart, and then you can then go ahead and purchase it. And I know this for a fact because I purchased it. Okay, here it is. This is a real thing. This is I'm flabbergasted here. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Look, you open this box up, and we don't typically do unboxings on this show because that's not the type of show that we have. But you open this up, and here's the damn board.
I mean, here's mine. With
the infinity symbol that is not really religious iconography, but whatever. And not only does it have a board, but it has this stupid little gilded planchette or whatever the hell they call it. This is a thing. This is real. Like, what the hell?
But what I would like to add on to this is that there were some reviews of Ouija boards. Oh my God. And Jason, what was one of those reviews all about? Because I think a friend of ours, Objectively Dan, gets a good mention, doesn't he? In one of these reviews.
Oh, I didn't see an Objectively Dan mention.
So there was a mention in one of the reviews of these Ouija boards.
That's fantastic.
That a group of atheists went into a haunted hotel and asked it about different wonderful things, including if Dan has 3 hands.
So that was actually from the Halloween special in 2021, which was absolutely amazing, and you should go back and watch that. So, I also want to say, and I'm going to kick it over to August after this, is that yes, I bought this thing. No, I don't intend to keep it. I'm also not going to return it. What I am going to do is I am going to donate it to the ACA. So at some point, and it's unfortunately probably not going to be there for the live studio audience this month around, but hopefully next month, I'm going to donate it to the ACA. And so in the future, you will be able to contact Jesus with this stupid board while in an atheist library. Okay, that is something that is going to happen.
Well, first of all, we love donating to charity, so love that for you, Jason. My favorite thing about this entire thing, I think, would be the fact that there is a website for this as well. It's not just on Amazon. Not sure if I'm allowed to give the thing for it, but the promotional video on said website was absolutely hilarious, and I could not contain my laugh. So it's.
But yes, she couldn't contain her laugh. She's been taken away by the spirits, as you can see. But Teo, what do you make of this Holy Spirit board?
Oh, okay. I still can hear her. Oh, okay. Well, when I saw when I saw this page, my first thought was that it was just a parody, something like Jesus, bro. Please watch that on the internet. I love the guys who made that short quotation mark movie, which, by the way, was also very criticized by a religious group. And well, I saw it and I started laughing. And then I saw that link where Jason got his from. And I was like, no, this must be a joke. This has to be a joke. And then I went and checked the YouTube because the YouTube video, it looks like a total joke. It looks like a total parody. So I still believe that this is just a joke that they decided to profit from. But guys, if you want to there is this trend when people write funny reviews on Amazon, so you can go to Amazon and check the reviews and have a good laugh. But I dare you, all of you, go to the original YouTube commercial and watch how Christians lose their mind to this thing, and they are going to be quoting the Bible over and over, saying that people participating in this will burn in hell for practicing evil dark magic. So there you have your warning, Jason, and everybody who goes and plays with this. And yeah, I couldn't just contain my laughter after reading all of that. So this is hilarious for many reasons.
But August, what was it like in the spirits there? So, tell us about it.
Yeah, apparently the curse of Yeshua just came over me. Had my stream frozen for a minute there. God must be real. That is a joke. So you have to say it. People are confused sometimes. So I my favorite part about this, I'm not sure if you guys heard me say this earlier, but was the fact that people are getting so mad about it. Like Theo said, just like they're saying, oh, this is demonic, and oh my gosh, it's a parody. I feel like even when I was a Christian, I would have thought this was hilarious. And I was a Christian in a past life. But I would have thought this was hilarious because I'm like, there's so much more things to be worried about than a parody board. And yeah, if you watch the video, there are some innuendos, and there's a person dressed up as Yeshua himself. So it's pretty fun. For a grand total of $29, I think it was $29.99 before tax.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, if you're using US dollars there.
Well, if you're in Britain, it's just $29.99 because we don't add tax afterwards.
Oh, that's right. That's an American thing. Man, you guys are
Yeah, but you can't get it.
Oh, that's
yeah.
true. But yeah, I just think it's so funny when these kind of parodies come out and the people, they kind of encourage it by getting so mad about it, and their views are hilarious because half of them are trolling and half of them are this is demonic and you need to take this is disrespectful. And if you are Gen Z and you like references, then my thought about this was that video of the Kardashians, and the one girl is like, people are dying, Kim, and it's like, yeah, you're getting mad about a parody board when people are dying and all that. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and throw it back to Jason? I want to hear more from you.
So I did a little bit of sleuthing on this one, and I'm not going to tell you my full results on this because I don't really know what I can tell versus what I can't. Everything that I used was absolutely public records, but I still don't want to go into like everything. This company, Spirit Games or Holy Spirit Games, I'm sorry, it only has produced one game, this Holy Spirit board. There are no other names associated with it. There's very little information on the company itself. In fact, the only name that is anywhere on this product is an artist out in Italy who may or may not have actually done the artwork for the board, the box, and this, that, and the other thing. And so I cannot confirm. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, you're 90-something% sure that this is an atheist or an atheist group. But through all of my research, it's inconclusive. It's still inconclusive. I still think it might be, but I cannot say definitively that, yes, this is a parody, because there are people who believe in all sorts of different things. And there may be quote unquote good Christians, good Catholics, good, great people on both sides that think that this is legitimate, that they may buy it and they'll move it around and be like, oh, I can talk to God. This is great. Instead of getting ambiguous answers through prayer, I got something spelled out for me. So again, it's hard to say that this is, I don't know. I don't know what this is, honestly.
I'd say what you have just raised there, though, is one of my favorite skeptics. I went to go and see him a couple of years ago, and he had purchased a Svengali doll. Do any of you here know what a Svengali doll is?
Nope.
So a Svengali doll is a supposedly autonomous doll. It's really quite scary looking. So if you just type a Svengali doll into a Google's image search, it will come back with some very scary. And it was supposedly imbibed with the spirits, and it would have a pointer like this, and it would have a big board next to it, and it would point out all the letters and spell out words for things. And it was a mechanical thing, and they weren't told that it was mechanical, and it would just automatically come to life because it was, somebody off stage would have set the timers on it, and it would then begin. And this is what this reminds me of, is like genuine people of spiritual faith would believe that messages from God and messages from beyond and seances were all legitimate and coming through this very scary doll and coming through very, not so scary Ouija boards like this one. But I am concerned that we are still in this position of how is it that we're not going down the path of, oh, this is just a bit of fun, this is just a little bit of a joke. But some people might actually believe it. That's quite scary. So I just wanted to ask everyone for their final thoughts on, well, parody or, legit.
I'm totally sure this was just a parody and they saw the opportunity to, cash from it, and people like Jason are buying these things. So well on them.
How
And I
smart
have
am
Griff.
So good on them that they are making money out of this. And the original Ouija board, or as we call it in Spanish, La Ouija, is just a Hasbro product, and it's just a toy. But people, as Phoebe said, are going to believe that it's kind of real. And yeah, Christians could see you and start shaking on fear because that thing is demonic. So it's just a toy. People started putting silly ideas on it. I remember the Barbie version of it. So it's not
Barbie.
Yeah, there is. I'm almost. I didn't check it before this, but I'm almost sure I saw a Barbie Ouija board. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I saw a parody. Yes, please, Jason, check it on Google.
Quick Google search says that at least someone has conceptualized it. There's also Barbies using it themselves, so both of those are true.
Oh,
apparently.
So not Australians cooking on the beach then?
The thing is that I saw it. So yes, there are silly ideas. So not surprising that another silly idea Jesus was put in there. Sorry, Jason.
Snopes says mostly false, unfortunately.
Oh, come on.
Google Images never lies, Jason. Come on.
You can't
You
post
just
anything
broke-
on the internet if it's that's a lie. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure Abraham Lincoln said that.
Yeah.
So okay. To wrap this up,
just
straw
broke my
poll.
heart.
I just a straw poll. One word: real or parody? Teo, real or parody?
Parody.
August, real or parody?
Parody, just because of the video. The video gives it away. There's way too many
Yeah.
innuendos. It's not. No. Before that,
Jason.
I might have said real.
Jason, real or parody?
I will also be bad at instructions and say that I don't know, and that unlike the scam, the kind of scam that was established titles or the common code of knives and all that, this has no wording saying that this is a gag gift on this box. Nowhere does it say that this is a gag gift. This is for fun. This is for entertainment. Nowhere. It goes out of its way to say exactly what you would think it would say if it wasn't a parody product. So my one-word answer is still, I don't know.
That's
Maybe
3
it doesn't
words,
say because
actually,
it's
but-
boring.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that it's probably a legit thing because there are people out there that are that bonkers. That genuinely, like, following on from what Jason says, people really are that bonkers and will genuinely. We have some very unusual belief systems out there, and it potentially is a legit product. But yes, that wraps up, the wonderful world of the Holy Spirit Board. So, what do we think of what we've discussed tonight? Has anyone got any overarching conclusion that they are burning to let us all know about what we have discussed tonight before we wrap up this wonderful episode? Jason.
This is kind of another roller coaster type of episode, but I do like the fact that we were able to have at least a little bit of fun with simulation theory with this game, whether it's a scam or not, whether it's real or not, whether whatever. I'm glad that we're able to recognize that there are some terrible, terrible things still happening in the world, but still have as much fun as we can to try to make it through the horribleness.
Teo?
I will just say, fuck the Catholic Church and anyone trying to defend their crimes.
No, do not fuck the Catholic Church. Do not fornicate the Catholic Church.
How should I paraphrase that? Somebody send the Catholic Church to hell. Let's destroy the Catholic Church. All churches, all religion, everything. Let's burn the world down. Something like that?
Okay.
Better?
And August.
Well, to summarize for me, I would say let's not ban books because knowledge is power and people need to know information. Catholic Church has some issues, and that is the understatement of the century, and something needs to be done about that. Simulation theory is a cool thing to think about, and do we have free will? And the Ouija board, if anyone knows that video. Now we have Talk to Yeshua, and it might be real, it might be fake, but it's hilarious nonetheless because of how angry people are getting. And be safe, have fun. Glad to see everyone here.
But yes, and on that final note, my final thought is that, remember to question things. Remember to don't hold things in deference because they've been there for a while. And remember to have your good old slug of, skepticism as we're floating around these things. But as we come to the end of this great episode, you can let us know what you thought and what you'd like us to, be better at, because we value all of your constructive feedback, and you can tell us in the comments, or you can email us at nonprofits@atheist-community.org. You can additionally visit the Atheist Community of Austin's official website at atheist-community.org for the latest happenings, and you can contact the Atheist Community of Austin directly at tv@atheist-community.org.